Hello, everybody. I'm Justin Borsis, along with Alexander Crushell and Virginia Bree. This is WEI 720 Sports Talk Radio. We got two topics today. We're going to talk about both baseball, the MVP races in both leagues, and the trade deadline is coming up in just about a week, so it's going to get a little crazy around here. So let's start with the MVP. A lot of talk has been running around about Aaron Judge and box office names like Bryce Harper and stuff like that. What are your guys' thoughts? We'll start with Alexander over here.
I think we have to go Aaron Judge for MVP in the AL. I mean, you're not going to see another guy who hits 30 home runs in half the season in probably a while. Honestly, I know a lot more home runs are being hit this season, but I don't think you're really going to see something like that for a while. You have to credit where credit's due. I mean, Aaron Judge has done incredible things that we really haven't seen, and especially if he breaks the rookie home run record, I think there's no way you can really argue that.
I agree with you there. I think there could be the rookie of the year and MVP right there. Like, he could win both this year. Who knows?
First one ever?
Well, not the first one ever. Fred Lynn did it too. So,
Oh yeah, that's true.
you know, it will be the first time in a long time.
In 40 years or so.
Yeah, almost 40 years. Well, yeah, just over 40 years, about 42. So I would say I think he has a pretty good chance of doing that. And despite the fact that I'm a Red Sox fan, I feel like Aaron Judge might win it in the AL this year.
I got Judge too. A lot of talk has been surrounding Jose Altuve as well, but he wouldn't be my pick because of the fact that he has other superstars around him, like a guy like Correa and Dallas Keuchel. Also, the fact that the Yankees are in a position where people probably didn't expect them to necessarily make the
I don't
playoffs.
think anyone really did.
And with a guy like Judge, all of a sudden, and you got to look at market value too. People vote for the box office guy. People vote for the guy who they see and they go, "Oh my God, this is the next somebody. This is who's going to make history." And I think Judge is that guy. We have a caller. Daniel is calling in on line one. Let's see what he has to say. His 2 cents on this.
Hey guys, so I'm looking at the stats right now, and you guys talked about Jose Altuve. I think he deserves the MVP. Right now he's hitting .365. We haven't really seen a batting average like that at this point in the season in a while, and he's on a crazy good run right now. I'm just looking at the stats right here. His last 59 games he's hitting .412. His last 48, .434. His last 31, .469. His last 21, .511. His last 15 he's hitting .544 as his average. I mean, I think that deserves a lot of recognition, and I think that he deserves MVP.
Here's the thing. I think, everybody's prone to a slump, and Altuve may hit that at some point. The Astros are also more of a home run team than an average team. It's in certain positions. So Altuve doesn't get, he's shown a lot of pop this year, but his RBI numbers might not be as solid. Judge also doesn't have as great of a pitching staff behind him. So the numbers that he puts up will be may stand out more based on the factors contributing to his team. What do you guys think in terms of that?
Also I think about being an all-around player, and although Jose Altuve has shown more power this season and in recent years in general, I don't think that being an all-around player for Altuve, I just don't think he's as an all-around player as a guy like Aaron Judge. And although, Jose Altuve, .365, that's very, very good. First of all, he's not going to keep up this, streak he's on. He's probably not going to keep up that incredible average for the whole season. I really don't see that happening. And then you look at a guy like Aaron Judge is doing other things that we really haven't seen before. Jose Altuve, you saw Daniel Murphy last season. He had a really high average. I'm not trying to compare the two, but Aaron Judge, I don't know if we're ever going to see this again. I think we have to give credit where credit is due. He has been the most valuable player carrying that Yankees team in the AL East.
Virginia?
I don't think anyone expected the Yankees to do that well this year, and I think Aaron Judge has contributed to that, and I feel like you have to look at that as well. I mean, the Astros, they're doing really well too, but the Yankees, no one really expected them to do this well, and I think that is a key factor on this. But Altuve has done really well this year, and I feel like a lot of people have high averages at this point in the season, and I feel like this is starting to be high averages this late in the season seem to be a thing now, and I really don't remember that for a few years where you would be what.
250 would be a solid.
Yeah, it would be solid, but now it's no, you have to be hitting 300 or over, to even be considered. And if you're hitting 290, you're like, you're not doing that well. But yeah, I think Altuve should be looked at, and I feel like he has done a lot in the last few years, and I feel like that might contribute to it. But he's been doing great for a few years, and I feel like overall, with a high average, he has a lot. He can steal bases. He was an all-star as well. I feel like we have to look at all the factors, and I think it might be a close race between the two of them.
Thank you for calling in, Daniel. So our next topic, actually, we are going to actually wrap up because we're running out of time. It ran a little long. I'm Justin Borsis alongside Alexander and Virginia. Thank you for tuning in to WEI 720 Fox Sports Radio.